can't.
That's fine.
So you guys have to go.
Guilty by association.
We're live on it.
Barricades up here. Stones right here.
I'll take it.
I know,
Better check.
No, because I'm never there.
Okay, I noticed that.
I know,
Remember
that's
I was tracking
yeah.
it. You got one?
Legal, I got.
Yes, I do have that already.
License updated.
Get a neighbor soon.
What's that?
I don't know. Somebody was moving stuff into the building this past weekend.
Thank you.
Can't believe you didn't come down recycling with me.
I
Was there any guess good weather this year?
Even the city was even represented there.
But it's
So
dry.
disappointed.
Where is
So,
it?
a week ago, I was like,
Here's the funny thing is, every year it's in the same
low
spot.
60, next day it was like 67. And then the next day,
I didn't know anything about it. How does it go to something you don't know?
high, Saturday it's low 60s. And I was like, a little
Because
bit
the,
cooler, but
whoever
everybody would rather
didn't
have
send out any of the information
than,
anyway.
than what we had. There you go.
Get on them.
Let's get 23.
Pass.
2023.
Stop passing.
I know it. Well, you're hot. I don't, like, I'm looking for shade. I need to put sunscreen on. Trying to grab my nephews or bounce around the playhouse. Yeah.
did you ever
I turn my phone off.
No, I take that back. My comments this week, mine came in last Sunday. Mike Swanson equals search. Mike Swanson on Friday and 26 Saturday. Yep. I'm so glad you called me about that, because in my house, I never would have seen it.
Well, I was like, I'm like, normally you'd be out there fixing it, or like trying to pick up, and I'm like, I'm gonna call her, because I was driving by doing a showing, and I'm like, I'm just gonna call her.
I'll let you know in a minute.
And I won't start my clock until.
Well, then I called the city to see if it was on the street and not my property.
You're here for the public. You can go sit there and ask questions.
Not really.
Did you get that on record?
Right.
I'm the only one that heard that.
Just kidding. Just because the regular meeting doesn't start until 5:30.
Right.
Like I said, I don't usually attend budget meetings. There's not much from the city attorney.
We used to have people come.
Can we go
And I think-
backwards?
Well, I just think it's because there was the news of what's happening at the municipal governments were in the newspaper every week, you just read about it, and now there's, you have to go looking for it. It doesn't just come to your mailbox. So there would be a big public hearing and people would take a look at it.
Okay. This is the public hearing for the budget for the city of Fulton. Roll call, please, Tori.
Mayor Malone,
Here.
Alderperson Bluestra,
Here.
Burgraff. Here. King,
Here.
Mask. Here. Ratcliffe,
Here.
Sewell,
Here.
and Campbell. Here. Wilkin.
She said she was coming.
She probably thinks it's still at 5:30.
Any comment from the public on the proposed 26-27 budget? Should we wait?
Give it 5 minutes.
Somebody play the Jeopardy music?
Set the alarm.
I guess one thing to note in this budget in water and sewer, also within garbage. With water sewer, you will still see that under 5152995, and there was a extra paper that was given to everybody ahead of the meeting. I did make a change. I just wanted to show that we can still make that payment this year or out of this budget year if we need to for the water main work. That payment comes in right about $97,000. I have it in the budget at $98,538. So we have a little money in there. if we have to end up making that payment this year, it is reflected in the budget. So if we need to make it, we can.
And that's coming out of water and sewer, you said?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. And then did make a little change in garbage, just to better reflect the amount of users we have, and also, how much we're paying Republic at this point in time. So, all those numbers have been adjusted, and we are sitting pretty good.
I have a question for Republic. So last week, there was a lot of missed garbage and Republic came back, they were real nice that they did that. But people were asking me, what do they do? And I'm like, call down to the city, but is there something that, like, do we have like a link on our page that they can go to
So the-
Republic and say, hey, our garbage was missed? Instead of,
Right. The issue is when you call Republic, you don't go over to Clinton. It goes down to a call center down in Phoenix, and then they have to push it through. Their best bet is to call City Hall, let us know about it. We have a direct line over to Clinton. We can get a hold of them, cause we'll call them and send them an email at the same time. So that way we're covered, because the email will go to their transportation individual and Sherry, who kind of runs the office over in Clinton. So best bet is to call City Hall, let us know about it. We will call over there, send them an email and make sure it gets taken care of.
And you're gonna get us some information on some other choices too, aren't you?
When we get to that point, that won't be till next year, so, when we get a little closer, we'll go out with a request for proposal from different garbage companies and, see what we can get.
One thing to mention too, Kathy, when people ask, like, they can go out to Republic's site and sign up for like alerts and things like that too, and they will get text or emails. But a lot of people don't know that, cause they assume it's through the city, they
So
wouldn't
this
have
would-
that option.
this would be a great thing to have on our page that we talked about, like, as in like a sidebar for your garbage, this is, you know what I'm saying? So this is what, I mean, I don't know how we're still, if we're
Just
still
link
doing
in
it.
their link.
Yeah, basically, and that will explain what they need to do, so it's user friendly, so people know, cause everybody was asking me and I'm like, just call down, I don't know.
Well, and Eric's reaffirming that that's okay to do, just call down here.
We would prefer if
They-
you call down here, because a lot of times what happens is we see it on Facebook, or we hear about it through the grapevine. We would much appreciate if everybody were to call City Hall, let us know about it, that way we can make direct contact with Republic, and that way we know it's being taken care of.
Well, but that's the thing, people didn't even know what to do, so that's
Sure,
like, so I'm
yeah.
like, you know, like we've been talking about doing that webpage or whatever
Yep.
about the city of Fulton, that would be something that would be, you know, a step if something happened.
They call you, they know what to do, they found their alderman.
Well, that's why it's important she get the right
Lisa,
information.
did you have any questions about the budget?
Any
We're,
new ice
we're
cream?
glad you hear that we have somebody from the public here.
That's it.
I don't see the ice cream, I thought you were bringing ice cream.
Go ahead, close this meeting, Shane.
All right, no other comments, we'll close this meeting. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
It's very difficult to bring ice cream.
I'm just joking.
I know you are, Keith.
For a much happier meeting.
Yeah.
I actually thought about coming